Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Damontae bringing you a banger. Don't forget to go follow on my Twitch, please. Here you will never miss out on daily payday content. The biker build. This was also featured inside of my 22 perks deck video. And don't miss out on any of the others as you see here. The first card in the deck being Prospect. On every kill for you and your crew members, you will gain 5 HP and 5 armor. This can only occur more than 4 times in 4 seconds of a time period. That means that you can get 4 armor regens and 4 life regens inside of a 4-second timer. And also, the only deck in the game to have life regen and armor regen on the very first card. An example of the armor gate.
Died. Oh, dude, someone clipped that.
Tail Gunner. Every 10% HP missing will increase the armor given from kills, so less HP means more armor amount per regen. Road Captain. Every 10% HP missing will reduce 4-second cooldown by 0.1. So less HP means faster kill regen speed. So if you have 90% missing, you would remove 0.9, which is a decent chunk. Sergeant at Arms. Every 10% armor missing will increase the HP amount regened. So less armor means more HP regened. When armor is broken, you know, that's when you go for a kill essentially. The last card being Prez, meaning every 10% armor missing will reduce the cooldown to kill regen by 0.1, so less armor means more of a timer reduced. So most times you will have an armor break, 100%, will be missing, right? So if that makes a full 1-second removal, that means a 1.9 is what you could have if you have no armor and you got shot to 5 HP. You have your 90% missing plus your 100% armor missing. That'll, reduce it by a 1.9. For the most part, biker with the Akimbo P90s is possibly like the best way you could be playing this build. The damage output with the P90s, plus the fire rate, they produce such a high amount of damage in short bursts. Crowd control is very easy with the Akimbos. You just have to hold down the trigger, and if not, just short taps of bursts and you can clear out all the cops. The secondary I use here is a 100 damage SMG. It could be any of the 100 damage SMGs. I just went for the AK in this situation because it still hits decent damage at range, but comes mostly in handy for the distance, shooting with the Zerk. And the Akimbos really just kind of spray at that, distance, so it helps you conserve your ammo. The SMG comes handy against fighting dozers too, especially with its damage yield. It's amazing when you get hit down to 5 HP by 225 damage, because when using Zerk, it's able to allow you to kill them faster with the SMG, and then you can keep yourself at range, which it makes it harder for them to shoot you, and you can make yourself, heal easier. And when you want to, you can bait the shots when you're ready for it. This build has the ability to get 4 armor regens and 4 HP regens in that 4-second time frame. You can play very aggressive if you have the knowledge and know-how to, play that way. It doesn't necessarily have to be solely centered around the 4-shot, regen. But I have more tips coming up later in the video. Now it's time to get into the skills for the build. The skills for the build here. We use combat medics so that if we do get shouted with the painkiller with our 90 armor, as we'll mention here in just a little bit, it actually is very effective. We also give ourselves stability increase. Then we grab ourselves shock and awe so that we can stagger shields, and that's our main source of staggering and dealing with shields. But this is also giving us an armory recovery rate with resilience and shock and awe. Now we grab ourselves bullseye for some extra armor regen. I do grab some fully loaded to keep myself fully packed of ammo. Then we grab body expertise, aced, so that we have big damage output. And to stay in the fight, we grab ourselves lock and loaded and surefire aced with some stability and accuracy stack ups here. Now we grab ourselves dire need because it's very useful when my armor breaks and I get regens and then they're shooting at me and they stagger themselves. We also do grab ourselves unseen strikes so that we can have ourselves some crits, and it's very, very useful. Now this is the secret sauce to the build. I grabbed some biker with, Berserker, because Berserker is a very crazy skill to put inside HP based decks, because it's a temp Zerk method which will allow you to deal insane damage when you're at lower HP forms, which your survival boosts up in crazy amounts. And then we also pair that with the Akimbo to give ourselves more ammo. The weapons are very versatile here with the way that you're going to be customizing them, but this is the way that I've customized mine. Went for the civilian barrel for the accuracy. For the extension here, we go for the bigger the better for the accuracy stability. Inside boost, we go for accuracy. Inside gadget, we go for LED combo for the stability. This is purely optional, just for the look of the gun. The magazine, we want to go for the speed pool, so go for the speed pool. The secondary weapon, as I'd already mentioned earlier, is used as any gun that you want to, essentially, the 100 damage range. But this is the one that I use. It is the bigger the better suppressor.
You bastard.
Inside the boost, we go for accuracy. As an extra, we do grab the scope mount for that stability increase. For the foregrip, we grab the Moscow Special for the stability increase. As a gadget, it's the same LED combo for some stability.
Oh shit.
For the grip, we do go for the plastic grip for the accuracy increase. As a magazine, you could do multiple options here, but I like to do the reload time, so I went for speed pull mag. This is purely optional, but for the sight, I go for the Seymour sight.
Is that what that is?
Multiple options for the stocks, but I go for the classic stock because I wanted the accuracy. And then plus it gave me a lot of stability to work with, so that I was able to minus out some of the stability with the grip. Now let's get into the tips for the biker. Now the 90 armor, as I just mentioned earlier with the painkiller, if you get shouted with the painkiller, since I do have combat medic, it's going to result 225 damage to be 31.5. And I can take 3 shots of 31.5, and then it'll equal 94.5 damage. That'll make my 90 armor be able to survive 3 shots of 225 after a painkiller shout. 90 armor with 240 damage from a sniper will result in 150 actual damage being produced to your HP. So 230 HP minus 150 leaves us with 80 HP, which is a pretty decent HP to survive from to build back up to 230 HP. 90 armor with the regen timer for armor gating and HP regen, so that 90 armor, if I have it break, I have 5 armor, regen on a kill, and I'm still missing 90% of my armor amount. So I have enough to play with just the mechanics in the game so that I can continue to have a faster armor regen. That's why you have 90 armor. Also, we have 230 HP over 299 for the timer regens. As I had just mentioned, the 230 HP pool is faster regenning from just getting shot. As the example will be, is that you'll be left with roughly inside of a 299 HP, you'll be roughly 25 to 30% of your HP in that situation. And if I'm a 230 HP build, I'm going to be missing 90% of my HP, resulting in faster armor regen than if I had a Joker, as the example will be. So that means I can get my 4 armor regens and my 4 HP regens in a 4-second time period, rather than not being able to get that. And then also, if you are using the Joker and you're being left with 25% and 35, 30, within that area, you're missing out on 0.3 seconds of, the armor regen situation. With temp zerking in this build is really just for the survival. When you have huge damage to just, put out onto like a dozer that's pushing you, and like let's say you just got shot by 225, and if you have Zerk, you'll survive it because you'll easily destroy him with the damage that you have. But if you don't have Zerk, he's easily going to run you over, punch you, and shoot you immediately. You're dead, essentially. The armor regen in this build is similar to something like a sociopath. You can get 4 regens inside of a 4-second timer, so I mean that's like the reference points that you can make there, since sociopath has a 1-second regen, so that you could technically have 1 armor regen every second, similar to how Biker's playing. And one of the last things I want to mention is that your 200 HP pool that you have in Biker, the time it actually takes you to kind of regen that, if you're working off of like the most easiest way to regen your HP, which is breaking your armor, killing something, breaking your armor, killing something, breaking your armor, etc. That'll allow you to get, fast not armor regen, that'll allow you to get fast HP regen. And in my old video here, I, have a, pretty good example of it, and this is before Leech was a thing as well. But give or take, it's going to take roughly about 30 seconds to regen 230 HP inside of Biker. Now, another perk deck that's equal to that time period of regening, give or take, 225, 230 HP in that time period, is Muscle. Muscle, if having Hostage Taker on a 460 HP pool, can result in getting 230 HP regened in 25 to 30 seconds. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and this is also known as the best Biker build. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys will all enjoy it. Leave me a like, a comment, subscribe to me, let me know what you think about the build, and if you've changed anything, like what guns you put into it, I'd love to know, because I do play different ways all the time in this game, so that stuff always, comes to handy. Also, 1,420 subscribers, you guys are crazy. See you in the next video.